Well, Conor, congratulations on signing a new contract. How pleased are you to commit your future to the club?
Yeah, absolutely delighted. Hugely exciting time for the club. Obviously moving into the Premier League. So just really delighted, to get signed, and looking forward to the season ahead and a few more years after that.
And you sign ahead of that Premier League campaign that you mentioned. That's been a target of yours for some time now,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
definitely. I've worked so hard to try and get to a position like this. I feel like I'm just really looking forward to the season ahead. Really, it's like you said there, touched on it. Been waiting for a time like this for a long time, and an exciting time now heading into pre-season. Like you said, the Premier League ahead. Fantastic year last year for the club, and it's great to be a part of the years coming.
League Two to the Premier League in 5 years. How proud of that achievement are you?
Yeah, listen, I'm quietly, very pleased about that. I've worked tirelessly every single day for 5 years. I'm one of them lads who, one of the first in and last out every single day. Take huge pride in working hard every day to make the most of every day. And I suppose this contract and heading into the Premier League is a little reward for myself for all the hard work.
It's not something we see too often. What's been the key to that constant progression and improvement?
Yeah, listen, that's kind of my secret. I always think hard work gets you the rewards. Like you said, over the last 5 years, I've left no stone unturned, done everything possible to reach a point like this. So, like you said, quietly pleased, but a lot more hard work to go.
How excited now to test yourself at this level, and what's required to make that step up?
Yeah, listen, it's not going to be easy. There's a huge gap between the Championship and the Premier League. We won't be naive heading into the Premier League. We know it's going to be tough. But I'm looking forward to it. I've always had challenges over my career. To go from League Two to the Premier League isn't easy at all. There's been ups and downs, challenges along the way, and I always seem to be able to rise to the challenge. And I feel like this one will be no different.
Just 4 weeks now until Tottenham away. How much are you relishing that for an opening fixture?
Yeah, hopefully. It's not all about that Spurs game. It's over the course of the season. I'm sure I'll play my part along the way. I'll be ready, like you said. I'll make sure I'm ready myself, 100% ready to go when called upon, and really looking forward to the pre-season, getting fit now, getting back into it, and gearing down to that game, like you said, against Spurs.
A very different scenario, of course, from when we spoke this time last year. A lot of new lads in the building. How important to see the club moving quickly in the transfer window?
Yeah, obviously this time last year was a hugely disappointing year. Everyone didn't know where the club was kind of going. But I was always a great believer that this football club, Aston Villa, it's a huge football club. It wasn't going to go anywhere. It was always going to be competing in that league no matter what. I was hugely confident in that. Full credit to the club for galvanising in the right way and getting over the line. Not many teams get to two playoff finals in a row. So to get over the line last year was hugely key. It wasn't an easy year for everyone. Everyone needs to take huge credit for that, and everyone will be going into this year as well, with a challenge ahead, and I'm sure everyone will gear up for it and be ready.
Of course, we've arrived in the US overnight. Your first impressions of Minnesota and mostly the kind of conditions that you'll be training in?
It's obviously been a long travel out here and all the rest of it, but it's a great experience. Fantastic facilities. Gearing us up and getting ready for the week ahead obviously playing against Minnesota themselves. Nice and hot out here. It's not easy, but you have to just crack on and get on with it, keep your head down and get the fitness into the bank, and get ready to go for the days ahead.
A shorter break for you this year, of course, after the playoffs and international duty with Ireland. How did you manage those 3 weeks off that you had? Yeah,
I had about 3 weeks off. Had Ireland games and all the rest of it. But listen, it's all part of what I want to do. You'll hear no kind of moaning and complaining from me. Playing in a playoff final, heading away and playing 2 games with Ireland. It's what it's all about. And whether it was 3 weeks, 1 week, or whatever, I would have been ready and for the pre-season ahead. And like you said, you just have to look after the body, be professional, and just get on with your work.
On that subject, will the slightly reduced Premier League schedule, as well as that new break in the new year, allow everybody to be physically at their peak more often?
Maybe so. That's going to be a new and interesting one. Obviously the Premier League is a little bit different. You don't have many Tuesday games. You obviously have that break, like you're saying. So it's a hugely exciting time. I can't wait for it. It's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be more kind of gaps between games. But I'm sure physically these games are going to take a lot out of you as well. Some top quality players and sides. It won't be easy, but like I said, hugely excited for it.
And in terms of matchups against Premier League midfields. Which ones are you most looking forward to across the course of the season?
Listen, you were going about probably Man City and all the rest of probably our midfield mightn't even get a touch against them. But no, like I said, it's hugely exciting. It's what I've worked hard for. It'll be terrific to test myself and against the kind of players. You know, hugely exciting season ahead, and just looking forward to testing myself. It's the unknown for me, but like I said before, you know, I've risen to every challenge, and I'm sure this will be no different.
Your biggest challenge yet?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, I've always wanted to test myself at the highest level. You know, I had a little taste of it, I suppose, international levels at a very high level of football, but I think the Premier League might be that little bit more. So it will be a huge challenge, but you know, one I'll be ready for.